Hello everyone, I am Dr. Jyoti Mandala. Welcome you all to the video lecture series on the course Unity 3D. We are in the process of learning C Sharp with Unity. So we are also in the process of learning how to change the colors of 3D objects via scripts. So as part of this, in our last video, we learned these three options where in the first option at the starting of your game playing only, you will be changing the color of the object using start function. And if you want to change the color of an object at each frame, then you can use update. And the third option is if you want to change the color of an object at each frame, but until and unless you press a key, it has not to be reflected. So I hope you all have gone through that video and understood how to do all these three. In today's lecture, we will see how to change the color of an object at each frame, but with a button click. So let's see how to achieve that one today in this video. So open the editor. A fresh scene has been displayed here with a main camera and a directional light. So let me add a cube first. So I have added a cube. Now this is the cube. Right. Now I will add one button also. So go to the hierarchy window, add UI, because we want to achieve an option of once we click on this button, then only the color has to be changed. So the button has to be added. So the button has been added. This has to be done. Close this one. So there is a button available. All right. So let me click this one, and this is the canvas, and go to this one, scale with screen size. Right? So our cube is here. So I will put that one inside the frame. Now it is not visible here. In the last class only I told you how to make the objects visible as per the view of your scene. So select the camera, go to the game object, align with the view. So button is coming. I have to adjust this cube. I need to bring this cube into the scene. Oh, here it is. The button cube is here. Yeah. So you can see, let me just increase the size of that cube. So we have got our cube available. All right. You all can see this cube. Right. All right then. So what I want to achieve now, this is my button. Now, the moment I click this button, the color of this object is to be changed. Okay, now how to achieve that one? So for that, we obviously we need to write one script. So let me write a script. So create C# script. So you can name anything. I will just name it as change color. Change color 1. Now open the C# script. So now we need to get the focus of that cube, right? So what we need to do, we need to use declare variables. So let me declare those variables: public, renderer, and what we need to get the focus of cube. So I just give my own my variable name. You can give any name. Okay. Next one, I need to create one new game object. So public game object cube I am creating. And then I need to set one color also. So public color, my color, new color, or else new color. Let me give new color. That's all. So three variables are created. Now coming back to the start, what we need to do, we need to get the focus of that object, isn't it or not? So cube renderer variable will be getting the focus of that one. So how you are getting whatever cube you assign to this game object. So this is my, just for my understanding, a new game object will be created. So that will be cube. I have given this name. So but this may not be the cube, but in our example, I want to connect a cube to this game object. That's why I have given a variable name also cube. This name can be any name. Okay. So cube dot get component render. Right. So this is how it has to be done in the start. I hope you all are clear. Now what we need to do in update method. So we are not going to write anything in the update method. What we want to do, we need to create one new method. So in that method will be connected to our button, and once we click that button, this method, whatever we are going to write now, will be executed. So you already know how to write this method. I am following the same public void. I will write a method called change color. This is my own defined method. Okay. Now in this, what I want to do, this cube renderer, whatever got the focus of that new game object, I want to change the color of that one. So write cube renderer dot material dot color equal to new color, whatever I select, that has to be assigned. That's it. This is the code. What we have done, we have created one renderer variable, a game object variable, and a color variable. Now this cube renderer got the focus of that object, whatever we are giving, that object focus we are getting, and it is stored in the cube renderer. Now that cube renderer object, whatever focus we got, its material has been set to color. Which color, whatever color you select. Right? Let's save this one. Go back to our Unity editor. Now what we need to do, we have created the script, but it has not been connected to our button, isn't it or not? This is the button. As of now, these are all the things available with our button. So you need to connect the script to your button. So let me go there and drop this one to our button. Now you can see it has got the script color change script. Now this is the script. Cube renderer, nothing has been selected. You need to select the game object, isn't it or not? So cube, and this one cube of game object is also cube. So drag and drop this cube here, and whatever color you want to set, that color has to be selected. Let me select green. So I've selected this color. Green has been selected. I hope you are understanding. But it is not the end. What you need to do, button, you come here. Whenever you click on this, you need to call that function, isn't it or not? What is that function? We have written the function color change, right? So click object. We have to select what is the object. Button has to be selected. And what is the function? Color change is the program, C# program. In that, color change is your function. Got it? Right? Change color, sorry. I will show you. See. Change color one is your script namespace, and change color is your function method. That's what we have done. So we have selected change color script in that change color method. Okay, right. Now if you want to change the text of this button, go to the text TMP. Here you write change color. Now if it is not fixing properly, what you need to do, select the button, resize, and then you can increase the color. I hope you all have done this one. This we already learned in our previous videos how to change all these things. Alright then. So that's all of connecting the script and assigning the values to these three variables, because we have created three variables here in our script. All these three variables are public, and we have set the values of this one also. Let us try and check, run and check whether this is working properly or not. So start. So we have selected the color called green. The moment I click this button, the green color has to be applied to this cube. So click this button. Did you see? The green color has been applied. Now, if you change this color, different one. Now what happens? If you click this color change button again, this color has to be applied. So color change, you got this color applied. I hope you all have understood how we are doing this, right? So this is how we can change the color. The color has been selected here and that color will be picked up, but until and unless you click this button, the color will not be changed. I hope you all are understanding what I am doing. All right. Okay. Okay. Now we have another option also. The other option is if you don't want to select the color here, the moment I click the change color, a random color is to be selected and it has to be applied to the color. So if I click here multiple times, the same color will be connected here, isn't it or not? See, I'm clicking. Whatever color I have selected here, that is displayed here. If I'm clicking again, it will be displayed. But if I want to change, you need to select a color and this color will be connected to this cube once I click this one. But you have another option. Suppose you don't want to assign this color. What you want, the moment you click this button, a random color will be selected and that has to be connected to this cube. How to achieve that one, we will see. So for that, what we can do, you need to use a random, this one. So let us go to our Unity editor. What we are doing in the update, you are setting the color, isn't it or not? The new color you are setting, but now I want to set the new color what it is. Here the new color you are picking it from this variable. You need to select that one. But now what I want to do, I want to have that new color, right? Uh, from random dot color dot hsv. If you write like this, that means a random color will be taken using this method and that color will be assigned to a new color and that new color you are assigning to that as a material to this cube renderer, whatever object you have selected, right? So save this, go back to the Unity editor. Now initially I have selected this green color. Okay, now I will run. So if I click this color, you see random color it is selecting. If I click another once again, a random color is selected. If I click once again, random color. So this is how. So for each click on this button, a random color will be selected. So this is happening how? It is happening by using the method, this one, random.color.csv. Here, remember, sometimes there may be confusion like your system and Unity engine both may have this random object. So to clear that one, maybe you may face that one. What you need to do, you need to write like this: new color equal to Unity engine dot random dot color hs hsv. So if you write like this, your problem will be solved. Right? So here you need to specify in which namespace this random will be available, because the random will be available. Sometimes there will be a confusion to the compiler, like which random it has to select, whether it has to select the Unity engine random or the system random. So to avoid that confusion, you can explicitly specify like this. If it is working perfectly like this, it's okay. But if it is not working, sometimes it will show the error because of the naming conflicts. Then you can go with this like this and then you can resolve your problem. Right? So this is how you can change the color of an object. Randomly a color will be selected and that color will be applied to your game object on each button click. So I hope you all are clear with this color changing with the button click. So use all these four options and apply to your game. Apply to your scene, whatever objects you have. So with this, we come to an end of today's lecture of changing the color of 3D objects via scripts, and we have made use of this button click option. I hope this lecture is clear to you all. If you still face any issues, let me know in the chat box. I am very happy to help you. Let us all meet in the next lecture. Until then, thank you all of you.